Hey everyone, welcome to the How Skills channel. Today we're talking about tools that can be used to support decision making, prioritization, and the Eisenhower Matrix. Today we're going to explore prioritization and the Eisenhower Matrix, tools that can be used to ease the cognitive lift required in deciding what you should work on and when to work on it, based on both urgency and importance. Have you ever been faced with a long list of things to do and struggle to figure out where to start and what to prioritize? Ever wish you had a system to determine top priorities? If so, this video is for you. Today we're going to explore prioritization and the Eisenhower Matrix that can help you systematically think through what your top priorities are, what you want to do at some point, and what tasks have minimal value and can be skipped or delegated. Typically, priorities can be determined by how important things are and how urgent they are. This can be used to make choices, schedule your day, or think further about what you want to work towards. So, what exactly is prioritization and the Eisenhower Matrix? The Eisenhower Matrix is a system for prioritization that consists of 4 quadrants. You can plot your priorities on the matrix by evaluating urgency and importance on a 1 through 10 scale. On the x-axis, you will find urgency from 1 through 10, not urgent, to very urgent. On the y-axis, you will find importance from 1 through 10, not important to very important. Quadrant 1 is urgent and important. Tasks in this category are priorities. For example, paying bills on time or completing a project with a specific deadline. Quadrant 2 is not urgent but important. Tasks in this category are often goals and planning. For example, booking a flight for your friend's wedding in 2 months. Quadrant 3 is not urgent and not important. These are often distractions. For example, attending an event you're not interested in or running errands for others. Quadrant 4 is urgent but not important. These are often interruptions. For example, catching up on a TV show. Defining urgent and important is an essential element of using the Eisenhower prioritization chart. If everything that comes across your email or desk feels urgent simply because it is a fresh task or because you are working in a stressed state and feel like everything is on fire all the time, then everything will end up in the urgent quadrants. Urgency matters are those that require immediate action. These are the visible issues that pop up and demand your attention now. Often, urgent matters come with clear consequences for not completing these tasks. Urgent tasks are unavoidable, but spending too much time putting out fires can produce a great deal of stress and can result in burnout. Important matters, on the other hand, are those that contribute to long-term goals and set work priorities. These items require planning and thoughtful action. When you focus on important matters, you manage your time, energy, and attention rather than mindlessly expanding these resources. What is important is subjective and depends on your role and personal goals. If you're struggling to define importance when organizing your tasks, it can be helpful to check in and reevaluate your priorities and goals. Now, let's see how this works in real life. We'll follow along as we go over examples of each quadrant in the Eisenhower Matrix. Quadrant 1, urgent and important. Focus on these tasks and do them first. Examples in this quadrant: finishing a project for a client, submitting a draft article, address team customer issues. Quadrant 2, urgent but not important. Schedule these. Put them on your calendar. Examples in this quadrant: strategic planning, professional development, networking, divergent thinking opportunities, brainstorming new ideas for new project, etc. Quadrant 3, not urgent and not important. Avoid these. These are not always worth time. Examples in this quadrant: tasks that may be rewards for completing other priorities. Writing tasks down helps to acknowledge it exists. Pause and ask self, is this productive procrastination? How can I right size it? How can I use it as a reward? Pet projects. These tasks don't always require a specific skill set. In quadrant 4, urgent but not important. Delegate these. These are time sensitive but do not help accomplish your goals. Examples in this quadrant are supported delegation, offload those to whom it is a priority. Or if you can't delegate it, limit time spent. Propose a right-sized commitment with limits. Yes, I can help you with this and I only have 20 minutes. Opportunities to be a good citizen of your team. Consider defining whether a task is in scope or out of scope. All right, to recap our top 3 takeaways. 1. Using a clear system for prioritization can help you think through what your top priorities are, what you want to do at some point, and what tasks have minimal value and can be skipped or delegated. The Eisenhower Matrix is a great tool for systematic prioritization based on urgency and importance. 2. When designating priorities and creating an action plan, it's important to evaluate how urgent and important a given task is. Using the Eisenhower Eisenhower Matrix involves assigning a value of 1 through 10 for urgency and importance. Then you can plot your task on the matrix and make decisions about your priorities accordingly. And 3, there is a time and place for each of the quadrants on the Eisenhower Matrix. Carefully consider the content you are working in before creating your action plan. Is there a specific deadline for the task? If so, when is it? How big is the task? How many people will it impact? Can this task be revised later? How will you be impacted by this task? Determining how urgent and important a task creates a systematic way to evaluate your priorities. The next time you are faced with a long list of things to do, evaluate each task on a list with a score 1 through 10 for urgency and importance. Then plot that task on your Eisenhower Matrix to support systematic prioritization. Thanks for joining me today. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more helpful content. Excited to connect with you next time.